Wait, we go like this, right?
Ooh.
Slobs, you start this. Like, we cannot swear.
Do whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
This close? Oh, my God.
What do you think? Adults, welcome.
What are our topics?
Thank you for joining me.
Restart it.
Welcome back to a brand new episode of Slobs Anonymous. I'm your host, Joey C., accompanied by my co-host,
KB.
Hey Bizzle in the house.
How you doing?
What's going? It's good to be back. It's
Yes.
I'm just like in a mood.
You're in a chipper mood.
I don't get these that often.
You're jolly.
I'm kind of, yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
What happened? What's new?
Nothing. I just like you. I don't know.
You're just in a good mood.
I wasn't like 20 minutes ago.
Oh.
But like all of a sudden, I'm just like chipper.
My face just made you so happy.
Well, I'm not. Well, let's not get crazy. I mean, I don't want to.
It's pretty rough right now. I'm not gonna lie.
How was the week? We made it to Friday, everybody. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Say everybody, as in the 3 people listening.
Happy Father's
tuning
Day
in.
weekend.
Yeah, that's coming up here in 2 days.
Yeah. So I have some stuff. So first
You got
of all,
some tea?
I have not a lot of tea, but some tea. So
All right.
first of all, while we're discussing Father's Day briefly,
Yeah.
do you think it's like the weirdest thing seeing your friends become dads?
Absolutely.
It's so
100%.
It's like it's so bizarre.
Because I know I'm going to be seeing a lot of people this weekend. There's some partying going on.
Yeah.
And I know there's quote unquote dads there. And
Right.
I got to be like, what am I going to be like? Yo, yeah, fucking
Happy Father's Day.
Father's Day? I don't know.
I know it. I know.
I'm just just a different point in my life where it's like, I don't know if I'm even allowed to say it.
Yeah, right.
It's just weird.
I know.
It's just weird.
It
And
is.
some of the guys are younger than me, so it's even weirder.
Yeah.
Like I told him I'm going to tell my dad Happy Father's Day, and then somebody who's like 32. Like,
yeah. I know.
I don't know. It
It is
I don't
weird.
wear that exclamation properly when I say it. It just doesn't
Yeah.
look right
It's
when
like
I say
Happy
it.
Father's Day question mark.
Yeah,
Dot,
happy
dot, dot.
Father's Day. Because I could bet you 9 out of 10 of them are like, dude, just don't even mention the kids right now.
Yeah, right. They're like, we don't have them
We don't
today.
have them right now.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I'm drinking this beer. Like,
Yeah, shut
leave
up.
me the fuck alone.
Don't remind me.
Right.
So yeah, I was just curious because I was thinking about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, it's so like my
It's a little
brother.
weird.
It's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's your brother's very young
Yeah.
in comparison to me, and
Same.
to be like, hey, little guy, Happy Father's Day.
Well, it's just it's weirder when it's your brother. I don't know, or your sibling.
I don't experience that yet.
It's really weird. Yeah, but so that's that. Also, I was listening to the episode last week and I realized a toxic trait while I was listening to it.
Oh, Jesus goddamn.
Of something I did, and I wanted to.
Oh, you're gonna say me?
No, I did it. So
right.
I was listening to it and I was like, "Oh my God!" And it literally is me. I am the problem.
Okay.
It's me.
I've been saying this all along.
Yeah.
But
So I think we both have this problem.
oh, now it's convenient.
It's communication. Like
Okay.
we I think in order to be a good communicator, you have to be a good listener. And my listening skills were really bad last week.
I haven't listened yet, so
Yeah.
now I'm gonna just be.
So there's this one part, and I need to like publicly apologize for this to a listener. My cousin
wow.
Jessie. Yes.
Oh.
She has not said anything. She hasn't like complained about it, but I was listening to it, and there's the part where you're talking about when you're in New Orleans, you're going
Yeah.
on this ghost tour, and you go, I want to see the dumbass that's out there with the rainstorm with an umbrella.
Oh, you said that would be
and I
your
go,
cousin.
I
yeah.
know someone, and you go, who? And I go, my cousin Jessie. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
but you didn't mean like she's a dumbass.
right, but I was listening to it back and I was like, oh my God, that sounds like I'm calling her a dumbass. But I'm not. Like, I was like, she's one of like honestly, one of the smartest people I know. And I was just like,
Well, I don't
this
know
is so many toxic traits in one. I'm like not listening. I'm like just like talking to talk. Like, like I'm like, oh my God, I'm toxic. And then I'm like overthinking this for a whole week. Like, she probably thinks I'm such an asshole, but
I'm sure she thinks that any other day, though.
yeah, she does. I'm sure.
if she-
And if
she's
she
known you longer
doesn't,
than
she's
me.
lying.
Yeah.
So now
There's
I'm calling her a liar.
There's 2 people in this world. 2 people who know Kaylee's an asshole, and the other group, they're a bunch of liars.
Yeah, or they're blinded.
Right.
And my other thing is I wanted to ask you about the car show. Did you go to any car shows this week?
I went, not this week.
Uh-huh.
I went, the last one I went to was on, when the hell did I do that? Last Friday? Yeah.
Yeah, it
we
was,
went to
I
Rolling
think.
Meadows.
How was it?
It was good. It was only the second show I got to this year, but summer's young. There's literally one every day.
I
so
know.
I'm not,
every day of the week.
It's like
I haven't
whenever
been to any.
I know you. I'm waiting for your damn husband to get his Mustang.
I
back.
know.
But yeah, no. Once there's literally one every day, so it's kind of like whatever day I don't have something going on, I'm like, all right, what car show is there?
Right. Exactly.
The weather's also been garbage. I was
On
supposed
and
to go
off,
to
yeah.
one this past Tuesday. It said it was supposed to rain, and then it didn't. And then I was like, great, I sat in all fucking night. Like, whatever. What are you gonna do?
So I've unlocked a new excitement this week related to car shows.
Did you find the man in the canoe?
No.
The red Skittle?
No. No. I found the golden ticket.
The bullseye?
I figured out how a new hobby of mine.
What?
And it's not car shows. It's planning car shows.
Planning car shows?
Yeah. So I have been balls deep in helping my mom and my stepdad
Shut up.
plan their car show this year.
All right.
So I made the flyer. I made it last year, but I attended the car show, but I wasn't as invested. But I'm invested this year.
Where's it at?
It's in Chautauqua Park.
Shaniqua Park?
Yeah. It's in August 18th. But it's in Pontiac. So I'm going to go probably for the weekend
Jesus.
to go like overnight. And then I'm going to go the next day and help them like run the car show.
How affordable is a plane ticket to ship a car there?
But I'm excited. Like I'm doing all these things for it. Like we're doing this thing that like instead of just getting a trophy when you win for best of show, you're gonna get a picture of your car the day of the show.
Oh,
like printed and
what are they doing? Trophies?
They do trophies for some, and then but
Cash
that's gonna
money?
be like they have raffles.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, they have like trailer length raffle tickets.
What?
Yeah, like 50-50 raffles. But the tickets are $20 and it's the size of a trailer. So it's 162 tickets.
God damn.
And I'm like so invested. They're getting all this free shit in the mail from like companies.
Sponsors and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and they're like putting them in these bags. So like if you put your car in the show, you get like a bag, and they're getting like all this shit, and I'm like super excited every day. I'm like, Mom, what'd you get? And she's like, we got lanyards, we got stickers, we got fucking air pressure checkers, and
tampons and condoms.
Yeah. So it's like I'm really excited about this. I'm like pumped. It's like exciting. So I'm like bringing joy to my car show experience.
Should we live cast from that car show?
Are you coming?
I don't know.
You
Maybe.
might have. Yeah, you have to. If you're a Slobs Anonymous listener
from Shaniqua Valley,
yeah,
whatever it was.
I'm gonna post the flyer on
go ahead and
our
post
thing. But I'm excited.
That sounds cool.
Last time I got to pick one of the car winners.
That's dope.
I was a judge.
I tried to put together a car show on my own with the local church, and nobody ever got back to me. That was like 6 months ago.
That's so crappy.
I was like, yo, I got vendors, I got stages, I got lights, I got all this stuff, and like I just need your parking lot, and you guys need money, so
yeah,
nothing.
Damn, they have like a food truck. They have like a food truck
that's what
that
I'm saying.
comes.
I
They
got
have, like,
all
these...
sorts of people vendors who would have loved to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the churches always need money, so
right? Why not?
Why is no one getting back to me?
That's crazy.
What the fuck, church?
Yeah. Oh God. Oh God.
I didn't say which church.
Right. But yeah, that's exciting. And my husband, he sent me flowers to our house today.
Just randomly?
Yeah.
Go tone.
I know. He
Look at that.
mailed them to the house, and I don't know. He was like, "Why are you still in bed?" I was like, "Am I supposed to be out of bed?"
You're like,
He's
yeah,
like,
motherfucker knocked on the door
There's
3
a
hours ago.
package. There's a package outside. Did you order something from Amazon? I was like, "No." He's like, "Well, you must have." And then I like freaked out, and I walked downstairs, and
Wow.
they were there.
Wow, wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
I
it
can
was
see
exciting.
it right, baby.
So yeah, that's my weekly update.
Nice. Sounds like you had a pretty good week.
Yeah, it wasn't
right.
bad. I'm investing my time into car shows now, planning them.
So if the podcast starts to suck, you guys know why. She's got other things going on.
Yeah. So meet me there.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's new with you?
Not a whole lot. The highlight of the week, we had a parking rooftop barbecue at work.
Oh,
like the whole corporate building. Like there's multiple companies in the corporate building,
Right,
and
right.
like the corporation of the building put on like a barbecue with live music and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
Other than that, like,
what was
it's
the
just
food?
Yeah, it was. Dude, get this shit. So we're eating, like the line is out the fucking door.
Yeah.
Like it's wrapped
It's
around.
off the roof.
It's off the roof. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's true to roof. So I get up there and they got these little fucking itty bitty, like they were smaller than White Castle patties. They were grilling, and then they had a pile of
They had Krabby Patties.
Yeah, flat out is what it looked like.
Okay.
And then they had like a big old tin of pulled pork.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, all right, pulled pork,
Patty.
burgers, whatever. Then they had like some exotic like corn with like cotija cheese and like
Right.
cut up vegetables and shit. I was like, it looks like a corn salad or something. It looked good.
Right.
Chips and drinks and whatever.
Street corn
everything.
salad?
Yeah, pretty much. It was like a street
Okay.
corn salad. And then they had like fruit and like pineapple upside down cake and shit like that.
Nice.
They had a pretty good spread. But when I got up there and I was like, yeah, let me get a burger and let me get a pulled pork, they're like, oh, you can only have one.
What?
I was like, first off,
Do you see this burger?
the burger was the size of like the circumference of a pop can. Like it was not big. And then and the buns they had were standard buns. So there was all this extra bun
That's
with
so weird.
no burger. It was strange. So I go,
Did they not go to GFS to get the mini?
That's what I said.
patty?
I'm like, you
or the
didn't-
mini buns?
you didn't stop at Restaurant Depot real quick?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right.
So I'm like, all right, I need more food. I'm not getting all the chips and shit. I'm trying to like watch myself. You know what I mean? I'm
Right.
like, all right, come on, listen. I'm like, can I get just like a blob of the pork, like the pulled pork on the side? And she was like, and she like gave me this look and looked around and then like scooped on like some pulled pork.
What
onto
a
my plate.
jerk! Like
And
it's
then
coming
the
out of
girl,
her paycheck.
Yeah, the girl next to her goes, so are we doing 2 or 1? What is it? So I get back to the office.
What? What is this? Chipotle with the guac?
That's what I'm saying. That's what they were treating it like.
Jesus.
So I get back to the office. People got doubles everything. Pulled pork, fucking hamburgers, whatever. I'm like, yo, so they were just giving out whatever you guys wanted? They're like, yeah, they asked however many we wanted of everything. So I guess they must have cut down. But what
'Cause they
happened in
run
line,
out.
I was with 2 of my friends in line, and they saw what the spread was, and they're like, we brought lunch. We're not going to eat. And I was like, well, stay in line and get food.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, and
yeah.
then I'll fucking eat it because I could see
You
the
worked the
rations are
system.
scarce. So the one got a cheeseburger and the other one got a pulled pork. So when I got back to the office and we finally sat down, I made a double cheeseburger pulled pork sandwich.
You are a sick bitch.
It was incredible.
Is this your slob story?
No, this isn't. This is just me. Like
This is just being
this is
a
just
slob.
me.
Yeah, this is just life.
I have a slob story about
Oh.
myself. I'm going to tell that because no one sent any goddamn stories. Here's your PSA: send in a goddamn story.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the highlight. I got to make
Create
a
your
giant
own
sandwich out of
mega
shiced in the
sandwich.
system, so to speak.
So we've established you're a shyster.
Yeah, it kind of depends.
You're a
When
swindler.
it comes to free food, I mean, I'm a maniac. There's just nothing that stops me.
Unhinged.
And I had like 16 sides of that corn. I was like, get as many because nobody was watching that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, no one's watching the vegetables. You know what I mean? I'm like, grab some of that. That looks good, and
Right.
it fucking was. I'm glad I had 16 of them.
Oh my
But
god.
I was
That's great.
I was shitting pine cones for them 3 days after.
God. Oh my
It was like
god.
a school project.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, my slob story. Everybody sit down and scoot yourself closer to the radio because it's story
slob
time. It's slob story time.
It's slobs o'clock.
But this
It's
isn't. You're not
Slobs
off the hook.
Anonymous.
All right. We want to know everyone else's slobs. But
Yeah.
we haven't done this yet. I
Tell us your
haven't told a
stories.
I don't think I've told a slob story about myself.
I don't know. I don't remember. Oh yeah, you did.
Did I?
About the returning the DVD where you swindled the DVD.
Oh yeah, definitely did that. Again, that might have just been me being me. But
Yeah,
I don't
right.
know.
You're just a swindler.
So when I was a bartender 10, 12, 13, I don't know how long ago it was. It's been a while. We also served food at the establishment. Very good food. 10 out of 10 food. And you know how I like food.
Yeah.
So this couple came in. They were my regulars. And they ordered drinks. They ordered a meal. And the girlfriend of this guy was super hot. I always enjoyed when they came in because I'm like, she's super hot.
Right.
And they
Was
like
she
to
a
talk
10
to
out of
me.
10 like the food?
Oh.
Would recommend.
Yeah, would shop there.
Okay.
Do I have to leave the Yelp review? 5-star?
Yeah.
So they order their food. It comes out. He demolishes his plate, and she took a few like French fries. That was it. She didn't touch the sandwich.
You did not.
I did. Because at the time I was in college and I was broke as shit, and I was like, she's super hot. She could have taken a dump on this freaking sandwich, and I would have still probably at least smelled it just to see if it was all right.
God bless.
And actually, I'm sorry. She took a bite of the one half, and then I ate the half that was not touched.
Oh, okay.
That
Because really pretty girls could have like diseases too.
Yeah, gonosyphilitis. I'm not about that.
Gonosyphilitis.
Exactly. So, but I ate everything on the sandwich beside the part of the sandwich she touched because it was untouched. She had like 2 fries and a bite of one half.
What if she sneezed on it?
I don't care.
What if she coughed
could have
on
literally taken a big old mud pie on top.
And
we could have been okay.
I don't really have words for that, Joe.
Women normally don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
But my guys understand me right now.
I guess. Let us know.
Where are my guys at? Come on. Where are my guys at?
I don't care how hot a guy is.
Yeah.
I'm not eating his food if I don't know.
It's different. Guys are disgusting.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I don't think my husband would do that though, because he's
take a shit on your food?
Well, he would probably like to shit in my Cheerios every day, but you know what I mean.
Well, we're here back again with our round 2 of toxic traits, which we had a lot of.
They get real
here
dirty.
We are again with a second fucking episode. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. If we've wrapped up our weeks here, you good?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm very swell.
Let's give them what they wanted. We covered
No.
cynical kind of already, right? Like that was another big one on mine.
So mine. Well, I took the approach of like with cynicism. I took this approach of skepticism, and I used to like. Oh wait, are you okay? Hold on.
Are you brain farting all over this
yeah,
table right now?
I am. I rarely believe
stinks.
people when they say if you need anything, let me know. Even though when I say it, I mean it.
I genuinely want a phone call at 4 a.m. and
Same.
someone's like, "Yo, can you come over?"
Same.
Like I just genuinely.
But when
need,
someone
like,
else says that to me,
I don't feel
I
it.
literally am like, "Fuck off."
Yeah,
you
they
know,
just
like
don't mean it.
here's the finger, but I literally mean it. Like when I say it, so I think that it's like a skepticism type of thing because
Is that what cynicism means? Being cynical, like when
yeah,
you're
like
skeptical.
yeah, like I
'Cause
don't I don't believe them.
I question
think
everything.
they're full of shit.
You know, me. I need my receipts.
Yeah, all the time. It's fucking exhausting.
I mean, to be fair, I haven't tried calling one of those people out who said that.
Yeah.
Only because I'm like, I'm not here to be let down. You know what I mean?
Right. The other thing is when like boys, when I was growing, like when I was like in high school and stuff, if a boy would tell me they liked me, I just automatically assumed they were full of shit. I never
Really?
believed them. Yeah. And then the ones that didn't like me, I let them just like treat me like shit because I just like didn't believe the ones that said they liked me.
What is it with it? I mean, the psychology with women on that.
I know,
like,
it's crazy.
where they're like, I like the ones that treat me like garbage.
I swear to God, it's like an addiction.
I have too many friends like that.
Yeah, and I'm thank God I don't have that issue because I've been married since like forever and dating my husband since I was 18.
Yeah.
So it was very short lived, but literally.
You know, it's funny you say it because any of the women I've met and taken seriously in my life, it was usually me breaking their balls, like
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
To, like,
if they're
get their
nice to me,
attention.
I'm like, oh fuck you.
who's this puff?
Right.
Like, I'm not fucking with that.
And it's not even like it's like a confidence thing. I think you think like, oh, like why would they like me? You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like weird, but I never believed any.
Well, at that point, you're like, oh, they like me. Someone hotter than them's gotta like me. Like,
No.
like you're just they're setting the bar for you. They're letting you.
But
climb
I'm
the
like,
ladder.
I'll settle for this mediocre asshole who treats me like shit. Like
Weird.
I don't. It makes no
yeah,
sense.
I
But it's
don't
like a girl thing. I think all girls go through that. But I definitely did that. And I feel weird when people want to be my friend automatically. Like I'm like I always question their motives.
Yeah,
I'm huge on that.
Ulterior motive scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And I have on here fear of vulnerability.
Oh, yeah.
As one of mine, and I feel like it goes into that because it's like I don't just open up. I mean, I'm open and I'm blunt and I'm whatever, but like when it comes to like seeing who I am, like seeing into my soul and
Right.
like what I'm about, and I don't know. There's just a different level to people who I still call my friends and my family. My friends and my family. There's just
Right.
There's no line.
Same.
It's either you're in or you're out. You know, you're part of the gang or you're not.
Right.
And it's like there's there's that fear of being vulnerable where you're like, I'm gonna get smashed if I show this rando like who I really am, and are they gonna judge the fuck out of me? Are they gonna
Yeah,
is this gonna rub them the wrong way? Like, I don't know.
It's weird. It's like layers. You gotta break through a lot of layers. Even though I am a pretty open person, like if you ask me what do you like, I'll tell you. I'll talk to you. Whatever. I'm pretty open about who I am. But then there are layers where I'm like, we're not talking about daddy issues here. I mean, I'm just saying we're not talking about all that on the surface.
Right,
I'll let you know when I want to let you know. But
exactly.
but when people are like, "Oh, let's be friends," and they up your ass, I'm like, what is your motive here? What do you want from me?
Why do you want to know about this?
What are you gaining
Who
from?
put you up to this?
Right.
Who's paying you?
Right.
I'll pay him double.
And I don't know if it's a confidence thing or what, but it's fucked up. I don't know if it's normal or if it's a vulnerability thing.
Right.
Where you're like, I don't want you to see me naked. No,
absolutely. There's just certain people where if my pants, I'm gonna take it physically.
Right.
There's certain people I'd feel comfortable if my pants accidentally fell down.
Right.
I'd be like, psh, it's just them.
Right.
Where I'm like, it's not a big deal.
Right.
It's nothing they probably haven't seen.
Right.
And it's they ain't going to tell anybody. These are my people. I don't give a shit. Where it's I'm not fucking. I don't know.
You're not parading around.
I'd be a little more I'd be a little more upset if it was the public pool.
Yeah, right. Right, I get it.
There was shrinkage.
Yeah. That was what I asked Joe at our first pool day. I said, Joe, is there a lot of shrinkage?
There was a lot of shrinkage. There was a lot of shrinkage.
He goes, yeah, non-existent.
It went up into my soul. It was far up in there.
Do you get jealous?
I am not typically a jealous individual.
Oh my God, really?
No. What I do is for me, and I don't set my standards per anybody else. I am very, very linear in the beat of my own drum, and that's the path I'm laying out for myself. I'm not fucking with anybody else's. I'm
jealous of very few things, but what I'm jealous of is extreme.
In what regard?
I this is a really stupid thing, but I get really jealous of gifts that people give people.
Why?
Because I feel like I'm a horrible gift giver, and I'm jealous.
Are you?
I feel like
What's the last gift you gave me?
I don't think I got you one.
Well, you are a horrible gift giver. You got to give a gift to even be a gift giver.
Yeah, no.
You shithead.
No, Christmas.
What'd you get?
I gave you a Mothman thing, a rubber ass.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
No, but I feel like when I see people at Christmas and they're getting gifts for everyone, I'm like, oh my God, that's such a good gift. Why didn't I think of that? I'm jealous of their ability.
So you're jealous of the gift
that they're giving someone.
See. I thought you meant
no,
dude, that guy got a fucking.
No,
or she got
I literally don't care about things.
Okay, yeah.
I don't care about things at all. I could give two shits, but it comes to bringing someone else a sense of happiness that I didn't deliver them, it enrages me.
Oh, you're I wasn't the best.
Yeah.
Dude.
It is a competition.
I
compete with people and they don't even fucking know.
Next on the list is perfectionism.
Yeah.
I feel like this has bled into other podcasts or just any other conversation we've had.
Right.
The strive to be perfect will kill me.
Absolutely.
It'll be the fucking death of me.
There's
no doubt about it.
If I'm not the best, I literally can't handle it.
Yeah.
I will do what I have to do to become the best.
Or as close to it.
Right.
Then the sick reality is you just can't be the best at everything.
I know, and I get enraged.
And definitely not in this body. Let me tell you.
Exactly.
Okay? There's no fucking way.
But yeah, that's my thing. I am competitive with people secretly. They don't even know about it.
Well, they do
and
now.
It's not
the 5
a form
people
of
listening know now.
It's really not a form of jealousy. It's just I just want to, and it sounds really bad saying it, but I just want to be better than them.
Right. You want to have the best everything. I get that.
Right.
I get that. And it's not that you want to have the best everything. You just want to be. You want to be a 10 for everybody.
Right. That's horrible. But I still wish good for everyone. I really do. I want them to be equally as good as me, but I want to be just a tad a bit better.
I get it. I
don't know if anyone else will get it, but I'm an asshole.
Yeah. And next to that is overly competitive. Right after that. Dude, when it comes to games, or
yeah.
there's nothing more I hate than losing.
Same. Like when we would play basketball, when Rhiannon beat me in horse, I was livid. I like wanted to go home and be like practicing basketball every day.
And I mean, I've learned, obviously, like, it's just a game, whatever. But in the moment it happens,
I'm like a sore loser.
Like I need to squash it that night because I will not. I've carried that shit with me before. Like I've captained softball teams, I've captained volleyball teams and stuff, and we're never good. Like we're never, like, no slight to anybody. It's just we go out there. We literally go out there to have fun and then like drink afterwards, and that's it. So like when we get stomped out, it's like, shit, we got to squash this tonight. It's probably why we go out and drink. Because it's like, all right, let's go lick our wounds and have like a couple buckets of Coors here and call it a night. But it's like, if I don't squash it that night, I'll carry that with the rest of my fucking life.
It enrages me.
It's awful.
It's bad. It's bad. So we're both really sore losers.
Yeah.
That sucks. I don't know what that falls under. But
I was gonna say, was that even in the?
Yeah, right.
We're coming up with our own list.
Yeah, we're showing realizing Google how shitty we are.
We're showing Google what's up on these lists here.
So, do you ever do this? I do this a lot. When people are lying to me, I act dumb just to see what kind of things they come up with out of pure amusement, and then I think about it later and like laugh.
I guess it really all depends on what we're talking about because there was no, I can't even talk about it.
Yeah, you can't.
I can't. No, there's not because I can't. Just like when it comes to text messages, some kind of he said, she said, they said, like bullshit where I'll hear from another friend and then I'll have like receipts proving what they said to me was dog shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I like that amusement.
I
do.
That is a sick amusement.
I hate liars.
Yeah,
that was like big on the ick list.
Right.
People who lie, like not only do I just associate you as just being a coward because you just don't know, like you're a piece of shit.
Right.
Anybody who lies, fuck off.
Right.
Not a fan. I don't know where I was going with that, but
It's amusing as fuck to watch what people come up with, though.
Yeah.
Like, and you watch them, and then
I want to see them squirm.
It's almost like you train yourself to like identify lies that are not even like big lies, but it's like it's bad.
Yeah, you're like, I kind of hope this gets bigger than it is.
Yeah. But I'm like, this has gone from like this to that to this, and you're like, wow, this is elaborate.
Yeah.
They're creative. I love it. I get a sick fucking thrill out of it, and it's probably very unhealthy.
Yeah.
But I specifically have done it where I've said specific things to people just to see it come around, like telephone, and then I'm like, I specifically said it to see if you're a rat, and you're a rat.
I literally
that's cynicism.
Right.
Because I'm like, I don't trust you.
When I was dating a girl, we were at work, and someone asked when we started dating, and we gave her a wrong date and a wrong month because it was the only person we told. Because we didn't want it, like it was like
secret.
Yeah, I didn't want anybody knowing about that shit. And someone came up to me and was like, "Oh, I heard you guys have been dating since such and such date," and we're like, "Don't know who told you that, but that's not correct."
Damn.
Yeah. And
I know,
like,
I love it.
Now can't trust that person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I love you. Just knock them
out. It helps
out.
Weed people out too.
It
really
you just
lets
knock
you know
them out.
who your people are.
Right. You know who to say what to say if you want it to get around.
Right.
What not to say if you don't want it to get around.
Exactly.
It's like entertaining.
That kind of segues into my next one. Zero tolerance for stupidity. And I guess that kind of goes into the empathy thing where I'm just like, I don't have tolerance for like people fucking up, I guess. I don't know. And I'm not perfect, even though I strive to be perfect.
Right. No,
but like,
we're not. We're not perfect. We're far from perfect.
Yeah. When people are blatantly fucking dumb.
Right.
Or like... I just saw a comedian a couple hours ago. I was on Instagram. Mm-hmm. He goes, that shit where people are like, yeah, there are no stupid questions. He's like, bullshit. That stops at high school.
Yeah,
he's like, we're in life now. Like we're playing for keeps.
Right.
This is the real life now.
Right.
He goes, I had a woman come up to me in a hotel and go, is that the elevator? And he goes, you tell me where you see another door that looks just like that with 2 buttons that opens the same way an elevator does.
Right. It's
like,
accurate.
When people ask stupid fucking questions, I just like, I don't have time for that level of stupidity.
I think people ask dumb questions as a way to be conversational, and it's just like really unattractive.
I guess that goes into small talk. And you just throw that into the icks. I don't do small talk.
Right.
I don't want to know about the weather. I don't want to know about the team you cheer for. I don't want to know. I don't want you to ask me where the elevator is when you're standing in front of it. I don't want you to do that.
You think people that ask dumb questions have toxic traits? Or that's their toxic trait. That's a toxic trait you don't like. Dumb questions.
No, I think they're
or
genuinely
dumb people.
Stupid. I think
dumb
I don't
people.
like dumb people. I don't.
Yeah, I agree. If you don't,
mainly because I like to surround myself with educated people.
Right.
To remain educated.
How are you friends with me?
Because I'm not. I ask myself that on the weekly. Usually, like the hour or so before you show up.
Yeah, he's like,
record.
what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, what am I doing with this person? She's so dumb.
Oh, God.
I mean, I'm going right into the next one. I'm negative and hateful, and I'm pessimistic all the fucking
You
time.
You are.
Just because we're like we're on the neck vein right now. You know?
Right.
I'm always fucking. It's really hard not to be pessimistic these days.
I feel
With
like you
current
are
events,
pretty pessimistic.
Yeah, but it's just like everything. It's hard. It's so hard. But when I'm in my glory and I am being happy and optimistic, like, take it as it comes. People, I'm talking to the rest of the world too. Like, you don't see that color on me very often. So when it comes out, please
just
soak it up.
Embrace it.
Yeah, soak up that vitamin J when it comes out. Okay, when it comes out the clouds.
There was a situation not that long ago where you said that to me. You were like telling me something, and I was like, "Well, what about this?" And then you were like, "Why are you so positive?"
Oh yeah,
all the time.
Yeah. But I think that's what helps us stay balanced. I don't know. Like, I need someone to keep me in check.
I was like, well, no, I'm just saying. Like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it'll kill you if you look at everything half fucking dead.
It probably will. Yeah,
I mean,
no doubt about it.
I would be in the ground if that was the case. Even if it's bad situations, I'd try and look at the good in it. I'm like, everything has a good side to it.
I am really good at finding silver linings. It's just off the cuff. I'm like, fuck this.
Right.
It's so much easier.
Your
to
initial reaction is fuck this.
Yeah, fuck it all. Yeah.
Right.
Fuck it all. I'm leaving. I'm out. I'm taking my ball. I'm going home. I'm done. I don't like playing here anymore.
Yeah, you're done. Done playing in this game. I don't really think I'm that negative. But
no, you're not. That's what I say. You're you're the heads up quarter. Like I'm tails down. I'm not fucking.
But I always pick tails.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like the underdog.
Yeah, right.
I root for the underdog always.
Always.
Doesn't matter what it is. I'm the Charlie Brown. It's like reality.
Right.
I am the personification of Charlie Brown.
When I'm going through something bad, I talk about it constantly, or I completely internalize it and act like nothing's wrong, but then I lash out on people.
Really? So you don't just pick one?
No, I don't pick a lane. Everything in my life is extremes. Extreme high. Like, I am the definition of bipolar undiagnosed.
Is that a Virgo thing?
Yeah.
Like being just extremes?
I don't know. I don't know if it's just
I'm in that boat.
I don't know if it's a Virgo thing or if it's a fucking what it is, but that's just who I am to my core. I'm either like obsessed with something or I fucking hate it. And that's how people feel about me. They either really fucking like me or they hate me. They're like, that girl is a bitch. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I understand people who don't like you, that's for sure.
Yeah, right. So I think like when I'm upset about something, I like it. It ruins my whole. It takes over, and either I have to talk about it constantly, or I just like, don't talk about it, and then I'm just like, fuck you, fuck the world, like I hate you, and it's not even about them.
Which is funny to see the polarizing aspect, because I've seen you be like, no, yeah, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
So like, I've seen you in all sorts of shades.
Right.
Like, there's no doubt about it. But it's like, that is a funny contrast.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love people so much that I'm mean to the people that I love the most.
I tell people that all the time, though. I'm like, if I'm not either making fun of you or like picking at you or just like being an asshole. Basically, I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
If
about
I'm
you.
not giving you like hard truth, like if it
Yeah.
hurts a little bit, that means I really like you. If I don't like you, I'll be like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
We have a new hire at work where I was like, all right, so listen, this is the skinny. Like,
okay.
you're gonna think I'm a piece of shit. Okay, there's no doubt about it.
Oh God.
But I'm like, it's the only way to let you know that like I'm being lighthearted and like none of this matters. Like,
right.
everything's great. You're great. You're doing your job. Awesome. Like,
right.
But like, don't take anything I say too seriously, or else you're not gonna like me.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
a you problem.
And I have no empathy if you fuck up.
Exactly.
It was not my fault, and I am not taking accountability for your stupidity. Well, we just wrap that up.
Yeah.
No, I have more, but I let people take advantage of me with things that are my love language. So like my love languages are like acts of service.
I've never taken that test. I don't
You
know.
have to. It's super interesting, but like
we'll just do it on the air, and I'll.
No, not right. It's
won't
like
tear me
actually
apart.
intense. So
really,
yeah, it's actually like a lot of questions. But
Is
so
one of the
I
love languages boobies.
Physical touch. I don't know.
I don't even have to touch them.
Just look at them.
Adventures of a booby watcher.
Yeah, but I and then I expect them to reciprocate, and when they don't, I get like mad at them.
Yeah, setting high expectations. That's
I guess
mean,
what
we're
it
in the same
is.
boat. Yeah, like I do for society. Like
Right.
you just setting yourself up to fail.
Right.
And that's like I play the other end of the coin too, because I also have no expectations ever for anything. I'm like, if I don't expect anything, everything's gonna come out like gold.
Right, for sure.
So
I
I'm all
agree.
messed up. Is
Yeah.
what it comes down to.
We've established Joe's messed up.
I'm nuts.
I'm an asshole.
Mentally,
Who's
I'm
a bipolar piece of shit that's undiagnosed.
I don't know what end is up anymore. I just don't.
We're learning a lot to this evening.
Yeah.
What else you got?
You do. I think you do this a lot too. Thinking people are mad at me for no reason.
Oh yeah, I did it today.
When?
Remember I came in, I asked you, are you mad at me?
Dude, yeah, I'm like,
literally.
I was especially like concerned because I'm like, dude, you know that like if anything was wrong.
Well, that's why I was kind of surprised. I was like, I'm just gonna ask, and if he says no, I'm just gonna take it at face
terrible
value.
trait. It's terrible trait.
It's
But
horrible.
again, I'm like, I gotta check in because I know I'm not on the level with everybody like the way I'd like to be. But I'm just like, hey man, I'm here to remind you that you can tell me anything.
Right.
It might be a you
That's
problem.
a really good
but
way to think of it, because I always think people are mad at me, and I'm always that's why, because I want them to know if they need to tell me that they could tell me, and I'll just like listen.
That's
good. That's a good way to think of it. I never
agree.
could like process why I think that.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what it is. I want them to be assured
that we're good.
that if they have a problem, I want to know where they stand.
Yes.
And they could come to me.
I'm bulletproof.
And we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
And figure our shit out.
I'm absolutely bulletproof.
Or
There's
their
nothing
problems.
anyone could tell me or ask me, or because then I know where I stand.
Right.
Then I'm like, oh, I can cut you out. Cutting people out is also one of my.
I was gonna
traits.
say that's a
So
really
I've brought
trait.
it up like 6 times now. Yeah, that's definitely one of them.
I'm not surprised.
But going with that, like, do you hold grudges? Like, or is it just like one and done? We're out. Like, I'm not hanging on to this
No,
anymore.
I don't feel like I hold grudges, but I feel like I forgive, but I don't forget.
Yeah, like I adjust accordingly.
Right. I
You're
know where
still
you.
my friend.
I know where you are
Yes.
and what lane you're in and what lane you can go in.
The way your eyes did that just now,
I don't
she
even-
did this squint, like she was looking. You had someone in your head when you said that just now. I could see it in your fucking eyes.
I'm like, I just know
She
what
goes,
lane.
now I know where you stand, and she did this squint. We're gonna have to talk after the show because
I don't
that was personal. I don't know who that was about.
Who hurt me?
Yeah, who hurt you on that one? But I get it. Yeah, it's like you make an adjustment where you're like, we're still cool, but I know who you are now.
Right.
And I know where I have to.
Or I got through that layer.
Yes.
And
yes.
I'm like, okay, I either like it or I don't. And like you said, you adjust accordingly.
And in that case, that's a you problem. Like,
Right.
like that, and that person.
Well, no, I feel stupid when people
reveal themselves.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh,
how
yeah,
the
that
fuck
is-
did they
how did
fool
I not
me?
know? Yeah.
Yeah, I get pissed.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
It's usually when I cut them out, though. I'm like, I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna keep someone around. It makes me feel stupid.
then there's the positive side of me that's like, well, maybe they just had a bad day. Like maybe it was just a bad situation. And then I'm like, but they're good for these reasons, but they're bad for these reasons. So it's like you're outweighing them. But it really takes a lot for me to just fucking cut somebody out.
I think that's what...
it's hard. It's very hard for me.
It is, but the things I've cut people out for are usually pretty...
Yeah.
It's. I think it's called for. Probably not to other people's standards, but I have so many other friends. I have so many other friends for so many different things. You know what I mean? There's not like one full-rounded. I have like a couple full-rounded people, but like a lot of them, it's like, I come to you for this, I come to you for that. We do this, we do that. Like there's just certain things you could do or talk about with other people.
Certain people, right?
Yeah,
makes sense.
I don't know.
This is a toxic trait that you have too.
You're gonna give me my own toxic trait?
Yeah.
How fucking dare you?
We both, I think, have this trait.
You should have started that way.
We both like to be the center of attention.
I do not.
Yeah, you do.
Not in the way. What do you mean? Like starting a podcast together?
Yeah. Like I like to be the center of attention, like the go-to person. Like I want to go party. I'm gonna go with Cabes. You know?
Sure. Yeah.
But like it's like kind of a
is
form.
Joe going?
It's right, right. I want people to be like, I want people to say, "Is Cabes going?"
Yeah,
Even though it annoys the shit out of me, I still want to know that they want me there.
Yeah, and that's when you especially have to go, "Nah, I'm not going."
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that kind of goes with. I mean,
is that like egotistical?
No,
I don't. That's not one of them, but I feel like it would be, and if it was, we both have
my
that.
neediness to be around people.
Right.
Is like part of that. It kind of goes in with that. Like
right.
I want to be wanted. I want you to want me.
Right.
Like I'm sick for that. I'm mentally ill. Mentally ill from Amityville.
So this is a severely toxic trait of mine.
We're just gonna bulldoze over the fact you called me out like that.
Yeah, well, you are. I'm just telling you. I'm calling a spade here.
I mean, I also like entertaining.
And I think this one will fall. You may agree to this. I think this is mine, but I think it may resonate.
Yeah, oh, now you're going soft on me.
And now this one, because I don't want to call you out and be like, yeah, I think you're like this, but I think I see sprinkles of it. I am the most
or rainbow sprinkles?
unfriendly, friendly person ever because I really, truly only like maybe like 7 people.
If I
that are not related to me.
If I had a dime for every time in my life someone asked me if I was okay, and I asked them why, and they said, because you look upset,
right?
I would be a fucking bajillionaire right now. So you
don't think you're unfriendly? You don't think you're?
Oh, I look unfriendly as fuck.
Really?
There's no doubt about it. In a public setting.
No, I mean like in general. Like there's people that are like that I know that like I'm friendly to them, but in reality, I would prefer to not have to be around them.
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
No, I don't know how to explain it. Like,
that just sounds like you're being fake.
No, at work, for example, work is like a good I'm nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right, like
mainly.
I'm like, oh, like if someone come up to me, I would be like, hey, how are you? You know?
Oh no, I've blatantly ignored people.
Really?
I know they're talking to me, and I'll just keep doing my work.
Oh damn.
And then they're like, hey Joe, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, are you talking to me? You didn't say my name before you fucking said anything. How the fuck am I supposed to know you're talking to me?
Damn.
Like, yeah,
I really am not a friendly person, but people think I'm extremely friendly, and they just like want to be my friend, and then I'm like. I really like 3 people.
I want them to break through the test because I walk around like there's someone shit my Fruit Loops every morning, and
oh God,
if you got the balls to come up to me and strike up a conversation, either I'm gonna let you in or I'm not.
That's crazy.
So if you got like the stones to like initiate it, I guess I don't know. No, I'm not. I don't. It's kind of subconscious. I don't do it on purpose.
Like I'm a friendly, unfriendly person, or like when I'm
an
done,
unfriendly, friendly person.
I'm like, oh God,
I'm a teddy bear.
I just don't want to deal with these people right now. That's what I'll say in my head.
Well, work especially.
Yeah, I'm like, but I'll be like, how are you? Oh, that's great.
We had a town hall this week too, so everybody was in the office.
Oh, that was.
Like,
did you reserve your desk?
Yeah, I have to do it every week.
That's crazy.
People in general just don't. They're not my cup of tea.
This is a really toxic trait that I have. I will come up with fake scenarios in my head to get out of doing something that I feel I don't want to do, even though they're completely made up. Like, for example, like when we go downtown, like if we have to go downtown, I hate going downtown.
So does everybody.
And I'll come up with like all these scenarios, like, well, what if there's like a mass shooting and I don't know where to go down there?
Oh, so you just mean anxiety?
Yeah.
General anxiety.
But I'll just like make up some cockamamie ass shit. Yeah. Like I'm like, oh, I can't go to this concert because what if there's this, like, what if I get this and that
I
happens?
thought you were going to say you make things up like in your head about people, like if they think about you or say about you or whatever. Like,
oh, I don't care. I really, honestly, like
if you get something from someone, like you get a text from someone, you're like, what do they mean by that? And then you're like, oh, well, did they mean this? Like, is it because that time I said that? And then this, and then like,
I
oh,
do
hey,
that.
sorry. I didn't mean to send that to you. That wasn't even for you. Like, and you've like already gone down this rabbit hole of garbage you've made up. Like,
right. Oh, they think I'm an asshole because of this or whatever. Yeah. No, I do that, but I genuinely, for the most part, don't really give a shit.
Right.
What?
So
I genuinely mean that. Like,
so you're talking about just having anxiety.
Yeah, but it's like extreme. Like I make up the craziest shit in my head. Like if somebody could like listen to the inner dialogue that goes through my mind during certain situations, they would fucking commit me.
I feel like this podcast is an extension of what goes on in your head.
Yeah, right. You guys only know the good parts.
I mean, she has shit her back a few times.
Oh my God. I mean, hasn't everybody?
It depends what day. It depends if you're in New Orleans.
I tell people that I'm down for anything, and then I just don't.
Oh, I'm a yes man for sure.
I'm not, but I'm not.
Oh, you're not?
No.
I'm like 9 out of 10 times down.
If it's something that relates to like downtown, I'm like, no, I'm not. I don't want to do that.
Well, yeah,
I'll say yeah, I'll do it. But
stay away from downtown, I guess.
Yeah, I'm praying that I become sick before I have to go. Like
that's awful.
Yeah, I literally will. I'll be like, I hope I get sick or something.
You ever when it comes to going back to meeting like people or people like approaching you at work or whatever, are you ever in a conversation with someone but you're not in the conversation with them?
Always.
Like they'll tell you a whole something and you're just nod your fucking head.
You're not listening at all?
Yeah, no, that's me 100% of the time.
Oh yeah.
It's terrible.
For sure.
We've had podcasts where I've gone back and I'm like, I wasn't listening.
Yeah, all the time I can tell when you're not listening to me.
I can't believe.
I want to like snap my fingers and be like,
you should.
Joe, listen to me.
Call me out.
I can tell by the way you respond that you didn't listen.
Yeah. Well, 9 times out of 10 it's because I'm like laying up the next point or whatever. But
your whole like, and I this is horrible to say, but I think your whole like family doesn't actively listen.
You're not wrong.
I love them all to death.
No, you're not wrong.
But they don't. They're like, my family does it too. But they're specifically where I'm like, what? Where did that come from?
I'm a victim of
product of environment.
Yeah, product of environment because I do it, and when I catch myself doing it, I try to just like be in the moment and be better about it.
Yeah.
But there are just times where it slips by and I'm like, shit, I was really fucking in my head about riding that pony through the clouds. Like, there's times it happens.
I know. I'm pretty bad though too.
There's a lot going on for the podcast. Like I'm looking at the computer to make sure it's not frozen, and I'm like, making sure the levels are good.
Yeah.
My topics. If your makeup's bad,
thanks.
There's several factors.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks. This is a very toxic trait, and I don't know what it would be considered, but
like the technical term.
Yeah, complaining that people don't do something for me, and then complaining about the way they do it.
Oh, so like if you asked your husband to, I don't know, let's say mop the floor, and then you're like, you didn't do it the way I wanted it to?
Absolutely.
So, all right, I didn't know how to segue into this, and this is exactly it. You're a fucking control freak.
Absolutely.
As am I. And you like to take charge.
Absolutely.
And, yeah, I'm so happy this came up because I didn't know how to get into this. But yeah, literally anything out of my control or anything that, like, any way I do it is the right way, 10 out of 10.
Right.
And for some reason, no one knows how to do those things.
Right.
In that fashion.
Exactly.
So I know exactly where you're coming from. I I guess I don't assign someone else a task like that. Like, I can't tell you how many times
I usually don't.
Right.
And then I overwhelm myself, and then I freak out like fuck, and
Right.
then I end up getting it done anyways. But yeah,
There are so many times in my life where someone will say, do you need help with that? Or what can I help with? Or can I help you? And I'm like, oh, no, I got it.
Yeah, and
I'm
internally-
juggling 24 different things when really I could use some fucking help, but I
Yeah.
need another one of me
Right.
who understands the fucking assignment.
right. If you're not going to do it to my standard, I don't want to
Right,
waste my
right.
time with you.
Could you imagine if someone tried to help you with that Barbie party?
Yeah.
It just wouldn't have turned out the same way.
right.
The box would have been a little smaller. The decorations would have been a little less.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not as many balloons.
No, never. You can't skimp on the balloons.
You have an image.
Right.
The same way I have an image when it comes to either a project or a destination or whatever.
Right.
I have some standard.
We're
in my head.
know-it-alls.
Yeah. That leads into the next one. Look at that. I actually put a question mark next to it because I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to put this, but because it landed. I think I know everything.
Yeah, I know.
And even as I say that, I still think I do.
Right.
Is that toxic? Yes, it is, because I know everything. Because I win.
right.
And I don't know, there's nowhere else to really go with this topic, but I just, anytime anyone says anything, I'm like, I know better.
Right.
Someone wants to talk about a hot dog, I'm like, no, you're going to Gene and Jude's. Fuck whatever you just said, you're going to Gene and Jude's. Like,
Right.
oh, you want to get Lou on the ice? No, fuck what you just said. We're going to go to Pequod's. You don't know good pizza. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
I know everything.
Right.
When it comes to food, especially, I'm putting my foot down. Or when it comes to good rap music, I'm not listening to the new Eminem single. 'Cause
Oh
I know
my
what's good rap.
God.
You know,
Please.
because I'm a rapper.
But I am the same way. I think I know all things, especially about certain topics. If they try to tell me about how to throw a party, I'm like, fuck off.
Right.
You'd have no idea.
Canceled.
Yeah, right.
Canceled.
right. I'm like, you have no clue. Get out of here.
Canceled. And that segues right to the next one. Judging and criticism.
Oh, yeah.
If someone, I can't, oh my God, I'm terrible. Yeah, I'm the thoughts that are fucking swirling right now. Because it's like if I see someone fucking up or like doing something, I'm like, I could just do this so much better. Like,
right.
Like I know what they
or
wanted
so much
this
more
to
like
look like.
efficient. Yeah.
Yeah. Or yeah. Like what do you do? Hey,
Like
use
work
the fucking
smarter, not harder.
110%. I just
Dude, I get enraged.
Flat out.
I get enraged
yeah.
when I see people doing stuff. Oh my God,
If
I
they're
can't.
fucking up, especially just anywhere, public, work, at home, I don't give a shit. I'm like, why? It goes like with being stupid, like people being stupid. I'm like, can we just like all get on the same page and just?
Right. No, I get you.
You said it. Work smarter, not harder.
Right. And people just don't.
I judge if anyone's like someone's pants are like in their ass. I'm like, look at this asshole. Like, just like I am judging for fucking. I'm not like it's the part of me that's just not holy. Like I'm just I go to church and shit, but like,
Yeah,
like it says,
you're a judgmental asshole.
thou shalt not judge lest ye be judged or whatever. Like I break that one every fucking 10 minutes.
Right.
I'm judging something.
I judge people on social media a lot. Like,
Everybody on social media.
I don't. The thing is like I judge them because I'll be like, damn, they're so fake because I know their husband is an asshole to them, or like,
yeah,
you know what I mean, or
it's
like
so
they're
toxic.
like, oh, I love him so much, we're so great, and I'm like, you just bitched at me about him for like 2 hours. Like, why are you even?
Like now you're posting a picture of you two
I'm
at
like,
KFC.
Yeah, like
what?
I'm judging the fuck out of you,
Yeah.
and I'm sorry, but I am like, and people probably judge me, and
Oh, I know I'm the topic of conversation.
that's
I'm not fucking stupid. I know.
I'm like,
not.
judge away because
Yeah.
I'm judging you too.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. Like, but yeah. Have you ever done have you ever used like information in a debate? It kind of is like being right, like, because I like to always be right. I'll like research, or not even research, but I'll
Educate.
educate myself through
Okay.
like sometimes like TikTok or Instagram Reels, and then I'm like, I read this somewhere.
Like you'll use a piece of social media as
Yes.
like a credible source.
As debating facts.
I guess it depends.
I
Because I don't usually debate. Like the only thing right now that's hot is like politics, and I just refuse.
right,
to
I don't
fucking-
debate that
I
anymore.
know how I feel about things,
Right.
and sometimes I'm just not a wordsmith. where I can like get you the fucking facts.
Well, even
and,
like a little debate. Like for example, like you and my husband, you had that debate the other. It wasn't a debate; it was a conversation.
Yeah.
But I would say it was a debate about like Roths and
retirement plans and stuff like that. Who's better and why?
It wasn't a it wasn't like a heated debate, but it was a debate, you know?
Yeah.
But like even if someone is debating me like, "Oh, this band is better." I'm like,
right. Eminem's single's not good.
Unless it is good, but like but there is times where I've used like facts from things I've seen on Instagram or TikTok.
I guess it's like,
and I'm
is it a factual debate or is it like an opinion based debate? Is it you trying to give persuasion where it's like
probably
it's like
a little bit of both?
Like, you should come out to teasers tonight, even though you have work in 6 hours.
Well, it is. It's kind of like a both situation. Like I mean,
okay.
I don't necessarily take all of my facts that I come up with like from, but I have done it.
You've used that in like an informational debate.
Yeah.
Do you have an example? I'm curious.
No, I don't know.
Was it with me?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, not like necessarily a debate, like conversation. Like, oh yeah, I read this, but like I do read a lot though too.
Are you one of those people who just reads the headline though?
No, the thing is, so what I do is I don't like, as we've discussed before, I listen to a lot of audiobooks and stuff. So like if I'm talking about a person, like, you know, for example, the other day we were talking about Hugh Hefner and I'm reading Crystal Harris's book and stuff and we were talking about it. But like that was like legitimately facts that I've read and come up with. But there's been times where I'm like, oh yeah, did you hear about this? And I just saw it on TikTok and I'm like, yeah, this is facts.
I've done it before depending on the source, but it's hard to just take anything because it's like I don't know what's fucking real anymore. Like like a year ago people were like there's aliens here.
Right.
And it was like on the news and fucking like people I don't know are they showing us the aliens? Are we meeting the aliens?
Right.
Like,
are we the aliens?
I don't see anything.
Right.
Like I don't it's just all like hearsay. I don't know. I don't know. It's I guess it depends on the topic.
Well, it's kind of like I feel like this generation is doing this a lot too because for example, like they're not I mean, and I could be wrong. I could be just like knocking a whole generation of people that's completely false.
Are you talking about the generation after us?
I'm saying like even our generation is like just generations in general. I don't think people aren't reading the newspaper anymore. People are getting facts and everything from basically social media.
And I think that's why everybody's uneducated.
Right. I am my toxic trait is that I do that at times and I'll say, "Oh yeah, I
like it's fact, yeah."
Like that's fact.
I don't know what a credible source is comprised of anymore.
It's true
because they're like, "Oh, you can't listen to CNN." And they're like this. You can't listen to Fox. They're like this. You can't listen. It's like, "Well, who the hell where do you go to get the truth?"
Even like when I was really really heavy into like the elections and stuff and politics, I would literally cuz like half of my family has brainwashed me to be this way and the other half is the complete opposite.
Right.
So there's like a line where you're like, well, I want to know facts. What are the facts? I don't want to hear it from you and I don't want to hear it from you. I want to hear it from like a neutral source. But there is literally, it is very hard to even read articles. You almost have to read both ends.
You do, yeah. And you got to
formulate your own opinion.
Your own moderate opinion. I'm moderate on pretty much anything. I know we're like tiptoeing around politics.
Right, yeah. And I'm not going to say it. I'm just saying, but like that is the best example.
Yeah.
People do that, and that is one of my toxic traits.
You just take the headline and you'll run with it.
Well, not the headline necessarily, but like I'll read the article, but I'll be like, well, what is that? But
my mom literally took the headline of something once, and she sent me a screenshot of it, and it was something just bizarre.
Right.
It was like Wolfman spotted on I-90 or whatever, and I'm like, so I zoom into the picture, and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm like, Mom, when I tell you know the source,
right?
Like this is exactly what I mean. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you don't know what The Onion is?
The Onion?
Like, you've never heard of The Onion?
No.
It's a made up newspaper.
Oh yeah, I've never heard.
It's made up with like fictitious shit. Just
okay.
As like entertainment, and it was from The Onion.
Oh.
I can't believe you've never seen. How old am I? You're not.
No,
come on. No,
I've never seen it.
You gotta know The Onion.
No, I don't.
It's usually on a fucking end cap, but you're checking out. No, fuck it. Yeah, where you're checking out at the store, and then it's online. There's The Onion.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm
Oh my
sorry.
God. All right, you're gonna start reading The Onion.
Maybe it's because I get my facts from Instagram
Yeah,
Reels.
I guess. She's getting the real facts. Yeah, she's on
right.
TikTok.
That's right.
God.
But yeah, that's a toxic trait for sure.
Something else, we both do it, and I don't care if you're think you're guilty of it or not. Conversational narcissism, where I like to run a conversation.
Oh yeah.
Where I'm like, I got to be heard all the time. Like everyone's got. I'll repeat myself. I'm fucking.
Yeah.
And you want to insult the whole family again? We all do it. We just do.
Yeah.
Getting us all in one room, we're all just talking over each other, and no one's listening. By the end of the conversation, nobody has learned anything, and nothing has been accomplished. It's fucking insane.
Oh God. Yeah, no. I think that's why I fit in.
Probably. And I hear us do it on the podcast all the time. You'll be in the middle of something, and I'll just bulldoze over it. Yeah. I'll be in the middle of something, and you'll just fucking crap all over what I'm talking about.
I'll be like, but. Yeah,
Yeah. You're like, or when I'm like, yeah, she didn't hear what I said. There's no way she fucking heard what I said.
Yeah, and then but I usually try and circle back.
Yeah,
we both do.
What were we talking about?
Yeah,
I try to be conscientious. I try to navigate appropriately.
I literally did that today at work.
What did you do? You just bulldozed. You just
So I called this lady to ask her a question about a thing. I'm trying to keep it vague. And I literally called her, and then as she was answering my question, I answered my own question.
Oh my God. I mean, that's thinking smarter, not harder.
I was like, actually, I got the answer.
You're like, actually, you can fuck all the way off. I've already discovered the answer.
I am.
On my own.
I'm the winner. I won.
You're like, I know everything.
Yeah, right.
There it was.
So yeah,
See,
I literally did that.
How much more you got on your list? I've got my last one.
I have my last one.
No, you don't.
I swear to God.
All right, cool.
My toxic trait is gambling.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, I mean,
gambling, and not even in the casino. Gambling in life.
Yeah. You're like, fuck it.
Life's a fucking gamble. Let's see how it goes.
I'd rather feel something than nothing.
Exactly. It's totally. That's what I'm saying. Highs, lows. Yeah. I gotta feel it. I gotta feel it. Bad, good, whatever it is.
If I've seen you at the casino, it's usually a low. There's no doubt about it. Right. You're like, all right, we'll just throw in another 100.
We'll just throw in another one and hope for the best. Bills are paid.
Bills are paid.
I'm eating a cup of soup for this week.
Right. Mouths are fed. Bills are paid. I'm good. Roll another C note. Yeah, for my very last one, I feel like this is a massive one that I need to work on, and it's never gonna go away.
What is it?
Worrying about the future.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing that could get me away from that.
Yeah.
I've been working on it though.
I hate when people say, I gotta just take one day at a time. I hate it.
What do you mean? But that's not worrying about the future. I say that all the time. Literally, you'll be like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "1 day at a time." And I'm just crawling on the bedroom floor, like just trying to make it through the day.
And I'm like, I hate when people say
you're
that.
Like, you suck.
I don't know, man. I like to think of the future.
It's not that I don't like to. It's like when I start planning, or I get hung up on like, oh, I don't have this now, or I don't fucking. Like, I'm really good at like setting goals and stuff, but it's like getting too caught up in that, you're not experiencing the now. You're not experiencing the present.
That's true.
The past is gone, the future is not here, and the present is all you have. And it's like, I just need to get better at like
honing
experiencing
in on that.
Yeah. None of us might wake up tomorrow. It's like you really got to get in on the ground floor of today. There's not if you're planning too much, you're missing out.
Makes sense. I think I'm a planner, so I like
so
to know what's going on in the future.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are we doing in October?
Well, yeah,
I literally texted you that the other day.
Yeah, you're like, we going to Nashville? I'm like, I'm down. Let's go.
No, I literally was like, what are we doing with this? And you're like, dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
It all depends. It all depends.
I was like, come on, I gotta know. I got my books. My books are they're piling up here. I gotta know what's happening.
Well, the next time you get a text from me going, taking it a day at a time,
Yeah.
you fucking know I'm trying.
Yeah, I know you're on the ground struggling.
That's it.
You're looking for water or something.
Right. You can lead a horse to water, but you still need a step ladder to fuck it in the ass.
Oh, God.
Well, that just about does it for us here. That's all the toxicity we can handle for the day, for the year, for forever.
For eternity.
I don't know if I like doing that. It makes me really look in the mirror.
It's a little too real, right?
I don't know if I like what I see.
Oh, God. Well, that's good. Start making some changes.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for joining us. Be sure to join us next week. We're going to do, I don't know what.
We're going to be doing.
Yeah, take the reins on this one.
A few games. We're gonna do like a combo game. We're
Combo.
We're doing Never Have I Ever and Two Truths and a Lie.
Two truths. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna learn a little about it. We're gonna try to do it like shit we don't know about each other, make it interesting.
Exactly. And then also this is gonna be like for like if you're on a road trip, these are your questions.
Yeah.
Or if you're by the bonfire, you're sitting around, you're drinking beer, you got nothing to do.
Right.
You could use our Never Have I Ever's, Two Truths and a Lie.
Because we already did Fuck, Marry, Kill. Like I feel like it's in the same realm.
Right.
We're just gonna keep the hilarity going.
Right.
I was very serious in the beginning of this episode when I said make sure you're sending in your goddamn slob stories. I don't care if they're about you. I don't care if they're about your friend. I don't care if they're about your mom, your dad. Father's Day's coming up. I don't give a shit. Just send in your stories. Tell us how we're doing. Tell us to go fuck ourselves.
Yeah.
Let's see some traffic. And we want to be talking about it. We're all about it. All the time about it.
That's right.
About it. You can send us that shit. You can send us yo shit through Instagram. If you're not already following us, go ahead and hit that follow button and go ahead and comment on our stuff. Again, tell us how amazing we are or how terribly awful we are and shouldn't quit our day jobs. We're going to talk about all of it.
Not quitting.
We might not quit, but like you tell us we should. Bad traffic's better than no traffic. We like traffic. Or if you're not on Instagram and at social media bullshit, toxicity, I understand. Go ahead and send us an email at the Gmail account 2 slobsanonymous@gmail.com. That's number 2 slobsanonymous@gmail.com, and we will be sure to read your story or your comment or whatever you have to tell us. Just a picture of your middle finger or your big hairy balls. We don't care.
Oh God, your hairy balls.
We'll
Send
comment
them to me.
on all of it.
I'm just kidding.
Well, until next week, if you're not having fun,
you gotta make your own.
That's right. You gotta make your own. We'll see you next time on a brand new episode of Slobs Anonymous.
Holiday Road.
With Joey C and KB.
Oh!
Fail!
Oh no! I needed the paper. Oh my God.
You are fired.
Toxic free. Sorry. I don't know what I did. I don't know what that was.
What is next week? She goes, are you doing airplane? Here comes the airplane.
No, I don't know what I was going to do. I like blacked out. I don't even know what that was.
You well?
No, I'm not. God bless.